Most important Aztec ceremony should be starting right about now. But instead of worshiping, there's just a lot of worrying. Better see what's shaking. Here comes your good guide for this trip. Antiquity. No one knows ancient empires like Anne, so you're in good hands. Good luck and good searching.
Ah, time traveling has gotta be my favorite pastime. Okay, Crime Stopper. The year is 1519, and we're in Tenochtitlan, the capital of the Aztec Empire in Central America. Looks like Montezuma, ruler of the empire, is right over there.
Oh, please excuse my casual appearance. My formal feather headdress is gone.
Looks like Carmen's time crook has been at work. Let's find out more. That cocoa bean pot came compliments of Montezuma.
That's a sweet gesture, but I don't want the cocoa beans back. They might prove useful in completing the headdress.
That book is called a codex. It's a collection of symbols written on deerskin or tree bark. The Aztecs borrowed this writing style from a neighboring culture, as they had no writing system of their own. That big stone is covered in symbols representing myths and rituals of Aztec life. It's called the calendar stone. Imagine hanging that on the refrigerator.
Ah, my prize pet snakes. We Aztecs fear snakes a little, but we also worship them. A winged serpent is the symbol of my people.
That's part of Carmen's note. Our thief obviously slithered through recently.
Goodbye.
All right.
Farewell.
What a mess. Some scatterbrain left things scattered all over the place. We're off to the marketplace.
Excellent. What would you like to trade for? Excellent. What would you like to trade for?
A Carmen note. You really can find everything in this marketplace.
Good afternoon. Perhaps a trade for you today? I am Ictomato, the best trader in this great marketplace of Tenochtitlan. Why, everyone comes to the Tenochtitlan market. It's the place to be. Traders arrive daily from the farthest corners of the Aztec Empire. Ah, you obviously have good taste if you're admiring my goods. I'm always looking for a sweet trade. I have delicious maize grown right here in Tenochtitlan and gorgeous green quetzal feathers. Anything tickle your fancy? Cocoa beans are the magic item around here. I'll trade for them anytime. They're quite valuable and delicious too. Corn? Oh, you mean my maize. Maize is our most important food. It is grown on chinampas. Chinampas are man-made islands. We Aztecs use them because the moist soil is good for growing maize. I need to keep a close eye on that maize, or hungry birds will eat it right up. Bye. Come back soon.
Those terraced steps give that temple a classic Aztec look.
Excellent. What would you like to trade for? I see that I have nothing you want. Well, there's no accounting for taste. Perhaps another time. Excellent. What would you like to trade for?
That's maize.
Bye. Come back.
Greetings, my friends. If that headdress doesn't turn up soon, heads are going to roll. I am Montezuma, ruler of the mighty Aztecs. All the land around bows under my dominion. I'm preparing for an important event, the Aztec Fire Ceremony. Once every 52 years, our solar calendar and our ceremonial calendar line up. Tonight is that night. If I don't perform the proper rituals while wearing my special headdress, the sun will burn out. You are in the island city of Tenochtitlan. From here, I rule the Aztec Empire and all its riches. You should visit our great outdoor market. There, you'll find whatever your heart desires. We Aztecs make no sacrifices, at least, not in the marketplace. You can buy cocoa beans, fur, feathers, gold. It's one-stop shopping. A thief heisted my royal headdress and headed out of here. If I don't get it back, I can't perform the rituals tonight properly, and the world will come to an end. I could make another headdress, but the feather worker who makes my feather clothes has flown the coop. It's always hard to find good help. Yes, go to the feather worker's place, see what materials are there, then find whatever else you need to make some headway on my headwear. That is one of my royal bird whistles.
There aren't any birds about, so the whistle's a waste right now. There aren't any...
Those whistles. That is one of my... You are welcome to borrow that bird whistle, but you'll have to put it back if you want to borrow another.
There aren't any...
Goodbye.
Why, hello to you too. Okay. All right.
Goodbye.
I don't... All right. Talk about... Good thinking. The blue Katinga had to drop that feather before it could munch up any maize. All right, back to the palace.
That is one of...
Well placed, Detective. That feather headdress looks perfect. It's just what Montezuma needs to start the Aztec fire ceremony. We must get this headdress back to Montezuma before he blows his top. That feather head... We're off to the market. Let's not lose our heads. We need to get that headdress to Montezuma.
But...
Great balls of fire! Don't leave with that headdress. I need it for the fire ceremony.
Let's not lose our heads. We need to get... That feather...
That is one of my...
Let's not lose our... Let's not...
You have my eternal thanks. With this royal headdress waving on my head, I'll have the world fluttering at my feet. Time to start the ceremony.
Good. I'll activate the time cuffs so we can put that pickpocket in the pen.
They're hiding your bird. That's the symbol of the sun. Baby here. Let's see.
Back to the... That crook must be hiding in a different nook. Of course. The eagle is the Aztec symbol for the sun. So it's time to go supernova on a thief. We've squashed Bug Zapper flat for the second time. All right, Bugs, it's back to Acme headquarters for you. They'll need to break out the bug repellent.
All right, you's got the zap on me. But you'll never catch the buzz about Carmen's real plan.
Yes! Bugs Zapper is behind bars again. Montezuma is under a new headdress, and the Aztecs have another day in the sun, all because of you, Detective. Congratulations! You've enabled the Aztec culture to fully spread its wings and have a permanent influence on Mexican history and culture. Good going! But it looks like there's fresh villainy ahead. Can you take another case right now? You're blasting through the past to the end of the 16th century, where a big batch of Shakespeare's plays are missing. The show must go on, Detective, so see what you can do. You need a good guide who knows the footlights, so Renaissance is coming along to help you. Good luck, Time Detective. Or should I say, break a leg.
There's one good thing about traveling with the Chronoskimmer. We always arrive everywhere right on time. We've arrived in London, England, near the Thames River. The year is 1599. And look, over there, the famous Globe Theatre is being rebuilt. There's Queen Elizabeth surveying the construction.
Those players move so slowly I may never see my play. You'd think they were building the entire world rather than just the globe.
Congratulations, Detective. That's a Carmen note. Even here in 1599, London is a bustling city. It's the capital of England. That's London Bridge, and no, it's not falling down, but all those heavy buildings on top did threaten to topple the bridge, so a law was eventually passed outlawing houses on bridges. That's the Globe, the most famous theater in London. There, many of Shakespeare's finest plays were performed.
Those players move so slowly I may never see my play. You'd think they were building the entire world rather than just the globe.
England is famous for its poetry and its royalty, but not its good weather. Let's solve this case before it starts to rain.
Posh! I've seen the sun at least twice this week. 'Tis wonderful weather.
The Thames is often chock full of vessels. This era was a real golden age of ships in England.
Indeed, England's new naval power has made us a great nation. More ships mean more commerce, more wealth, and more power. I do love being queen. We are not amused. You may not take the royal barge without my permission.
Perhaps we should court the Queen's favor by asking her some questions.
Good day, gentlefolk. Just look at that building. By my crown, it has more holes in it than my father, King Henry VIII, had wives. You may indeed, and I shall reply that I am none other than Queen Elizabeth of England, ruler of all Britain. England is an island fit for a queen. Our crowning achievement is the theatre. The world's best playwrights and plays are blooming right here in London. Oh, all the world's a stage, you know, and our English theatres are among the best in the world. My favourite playwright is William Shakespeare, as fine a poet as ever penned a play. That's the Globe Theatre. The actors moved it across the Thames and are rebuilding it. And I fear their delay may impede tonight's play to be performed in my honour. William says they're too busy to build. He muttered something about a theft and all the actors now needing to relearn their lines. I wish I knew. You may take my royal boat across the Thames and get those actors to work. Oh, I do indeed. But I have never found a husband worthy to share my throne, so I have never married. It's lonely at the top. I've encouraged exploration of the New World and defeated the Spanish Armada. This is truly a golden age for England.
Time for some globe-trotting at the Globe. Just look at this Globe Theater. Swiss cheese doesn't have as many holes. We can see William Shakespeare right through this wall.
Oh, how much longer shall I endure the slings and arrows of this outrageous fortune? The Globe is still not done, and you, Burbage, you must learn your lines. Let's rehearse again.
Two beans or not two beans? That is indigestion.
You're killing me, Burbage. It's to be or not to be. Try again.
It looks like Shakespeare and his players are still rehearsing. Let's head inside.
At last, we have an audience. Hey, you, grab a poster and let us know what rehearsal you want to hear next. Great Caesar's ghost! Who let that foolish dog back inside? Out! Out, dumb spot!
On this stage, Shakespeare's company performed some of the world's greatest plays. This is where the Bard starred.
All the world's a stage and, odds bodkins, they really must rehearse.
Shakespeare wasn't exactly a starving artist. Crowds paid to enter the Globe and see his popular plays. Imagine how much he would have earned in Hollywood.
Our theater is unusual, for we actors own the Globe, rather than some landlord. We are a collective, and we collect quite a profit.
This placard holds the play of the day. It only needs a poster to fill the bill. The walls of the Globe were labeled by the actors with pairs of lines from their favorite plays. This was supposed to make reassembly easy. If we can put those pairs back together, voila, we'll have a finished theater.
Indeed. The lines on those wall sections match the unfinished sections of the theater, but I'm too busy to get those lines aligned.
Oh, woe is me. I can't deal with interruptions now. I'm too busy rehearsing.
Hail and well met. Please forgive the messy scene. The walls here do not yet surround the Globe Theatre. My name is William Shakespeare. Some people have accused me of making quite a scene around London, but honestly, I am just a playwright and one of Lord Chamberlain's men. We are a troupe of actors supported by Lord Chamberlain himself. Traveling actors are sometimes mistaken for vagabonds. Without the Lord Chamberlain, we actors and our plays might be run out of town. Comedies, histories, tragedies, anything that strikes my fancy and fills the theater. That man is none other than Richard Burbage, one of our most famous actors. He is a tragic character. That is, he plays tragic characters in dramas. Dramas used to be religious rituals, but lately they've become entertainment spectacles, full of vivid language and intriguing plots. Everyone loves the new style. The original scripts for my plays have vanished. A strange thief stole them, and now I must teach my actors their lines, but I don't have a script. The thief looked rather like a witch. Maybe I can use that in one of my next plays. In the meantime, I have to reteach my actors and rebuild the globe in time for the Queen's performance. Why not help rebuild the theater? During our breaks, you and your stylish friend can keep my actors working on the unfinished wall. A Midsummer Night's Dream is my favorite comedy, full of lovers and mischievous elves. It's a classic fairy tale.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear.
Slumbered is right. Your acting doth tire me, Burbage. Take a more constructive approach. Over on that wall.
Hey, where did Burbage run off to with that wall section? Let's tail him, detective.
Hello again. I can rehearse no more until Burbage returns from the wall. He's a fine actor, but a slow worker.
I'm an actor, not a weightlifter. I must protect my delicate hands.
Excellent! We've filled the breach. A finished wall is coming into reach. Someone dropped a line of crime, that is. That's a Carmen note.
You have my thanks for helping with the wall. A void in my life has been filled.
You've a keen eye for literature, detective. That's the final piece of the Carmen note. With a completed C note in hand, I'll power up the time cups.
As You Like It is a most excellent comedy, a tale of love set in a wood where the players cannot see the forest for the trees.
All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts.
And the more parts, the better. So now, act like a builder and get back to that wall.
Well, this wall is practically finished. My sweat is better spent back on stage.
Well done. I'll be Elizabethan graffiti. Looks like someone doesn't care much for the Chamberlain's men.
By my troth, they're putting quite a spin on the globe. Our play might even start on time. Macbeth, who killed his Scottish king, but could not see trouble brewing. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble.
Fillet of a fenny snake, in the cauldron boil and bake, eye of newt and toe of frog, wool of bat and tongue of dog.
Burbage, perhaps you should stew over your lines while you work on that wall.
Oh, I'm much too talented for this tedious work, ta-ta.
Bravo!
Well done! With the globe complete, our sphere of influence will extend to the Queen herself. Henry V, a kingly choice. Young King Henry outgrows his rowdy youth and causes a riot in France.
Oh, for a muse of fire that would ascend the brightest heaven of invention. A kingdom for a stage, princes to act, and monarchs to behold the swelling scene.
Your lines are quite amusing, Burbage. Now back to that wall.
I can't carry this load another step. My bad back is acting up.
Nicely done.
Once more into the breach. Our wall is nearly complete. Ah, Romeo and Juliet. A boy and a girl from rival families fall in love, making their parents furious. In-laws, what can you do?
But soft, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is already sick and pale with grief, that thou, her maid, art far more fair than she.
Your fair is fair to middling, Burbage. Take a break and get back to work on that wall.
I can't lift anything heavy. I might tear my tights. Besides, I must rehearse.
Fantastic architecture, Detective. Well done.
Why, never did I see so fair a globe in all the world.
1,000 thanks, my dear friends. You've kept construction going during this riotous rehearsal. The Queen's performance shall soon begin, and I have a royal reward for you. Backstage passes. Follow me.
Hey, it looks like we're in the tire room where the costumes and props are stored. And the Queen's performance has begun. These sewing tools were used by the tiremen, the tailors who made the actors' attire. Shakespeare's audience expected to see lavish costumes from actors playing royalty. This costume might be a hand-me-down from an actual king. In Shakespeare's day, only men were actors, and they played the women's roles as well. Talk about role reversal. This armor was another costume used during plays like Hamlet or Henry V. I bet it also came in handy if the crowd disliked the play. On stage, the actors used fake swords and red vinegar for blood. That way, anyone who wanted to take a stab at acting could do so without getting hurt. Believe it or not, that's a real cannon. It was sometimes used to make sure the play started off with a bang. Actors pinned papers to the wall so they could study the lines of the play. They really hung on every word. Careful, Burbage isn't just playing around anymore. Let's not interrupt the performance. Burbage may steal a scene or two, but he's not our suspect. No, thank you. I prefer an Elizabethan collar to being collared like a criminal. This is no time to worry about your wardrobe. Very well. Our suspect isn't in sight. Let's look elsewhere.